My apologies. I'm finishing up a virtual seminar. Anyways, Revolve Esports versus Team Phoenix. I've heard of Team Phoenix. I have not heard of Revolve Esports before, so I don't know anything about them. Team Phoenix, I know, is a very new team. This is, I think, their first ever scrim. It's one of their first. On Chalet, attacking first here, obviously against Revolve Esports. Chalet is it's becoming more popular. It's not very popular, but still. I'd say attacker favored, but not heavily attacker favored map. It does involve Mira, although there's not a Mira in play, which is to be expected, especially for this site. This is the site that you'll see the Mira the most on is that basement site, Snowmobile and in Wine Cellar, but outside of that, you don't really see her a ton. At least on the rest of this map. Maybe you'll sometimes see her on Barn Gaming, but still. And then the other interesting thing is just to look at the bans. There's two secondary support bans on the attacking side. Both the Thatcher and the Maverick being gone now is going to make it a lot harder here for these two teams to get these walls open. Also, High Canadian. You know, not only lacking that Mav, which is going to obviously make it harder to get rid of some utility and obviously get some walls open, and also having lost the Thatcher does mean that, of course, you know, vertical is going to be more appealing to the attacking team to get walls open with. Same with Flores and Twitch. I do see Flores a lot on this map. Strangely enough, not in use this round, but Twitch instead being played. And, you know, just some interesting comparisons between the two, in that the Flores is a single-use sort of piece of utility with those RC Irreteros. Once you trigger them, they explode and they're gone. The Twitch drone, if you can keep it alive, it will regenerate utility, and you'll be able to continue to use it to shock pieces of utility away. So you can see now, pretty aggressive hold here, as I'm gonna say Ilix, assisted there by Kill, actually on that blue hall, taken down. Now it'll be XY there on Mezzanine, taken out by ISW. Actually, the Legion gonna now retreat. Dark Caster falls. Unfortunately, that Sightland that was set up by a teammate earlier ended up being more of a harm than a help, really. So you can see now that wall going to be opened here by Gunkill. Trying to get this wall open, trying to push forward here. They do have good holdings right now, and half the round remaining, and they have a solid man advantage, and are continuing to press here. ISW will fall now, a pretty late trade, but still continuing to just pour it on here. Is Team Phoenix trying to now continue their momentum, continue to move forward. Kill gonna send out a Nitro, unfortunately to no effect really. Does know, however, that Nomad over there, fortunately taken out by Bless, actually, the opposite side of the map, and quick finishing move there for the Twitch of Bless. Quick double kill for him as well. On an opening round here for Team Phoenix.
Attackers need to locate and defuse bombs.
A messy first round there for Revolve, and it was just surprising, as they'll now look to go to basement, probably a more familiar site. This objective, in comparison with the last one, which is a bit more about setup, this one is a lot more about just if you know the site, and if you know how to attack it, because it comes down to that, really, in gunfights. If you understand how to attack this site, and you can win gunfights, you win this objective. It's not that complicated. This isn't a super difficult site to set up or anything. You just have to understand, generally, where to reinforce, and, you know, how to attack it if you're on the attacking side, if you're on the side of Team Phoenix. Phoenix did surprisingly well last round, I should add. And for the next Arson Phoenix right here, maybe. But, you know, not sure exactly what they're doing right here, as it appears they're just going to be looking for sort of a trench push. I don't know why the Twitch drone is the one that's droning here for the hard support. Phoenix, again, they're all on site, which is kind of an issue. I know it's a very conservative hold from them. There needs to be some sort of off-site play. That way they can, you know, really start to deny that control, force a clear from Team Phoenix. Because Phoenix didn't really have to do that. I mean, they did have to push out Ilix last round, that when he was the Jaeger from Library, and it did take them, obviously, some time. But then they just, you know, Revolve just lost all their gunfights. And as a result, once they started bleeding, it just couldn't stop it, really. You know, the momentum shifted, and it very firmly shifted in favor of the attacking team. Les gonna get the opening kill again, and that was another important thing to note last round, is that the opening frag went the way of the attacking team, allowed them to really control the pace of the round. Dunkelwood takes down one. He's now going to try and inch his way onto the objective. Knows one's in blue. It'll be Ilix sending out a smoke wave, trying to make something happen here. ISW picks off one. That'll be Bless actually traded out as he stopped from really getting anything else on the objective. Moik takes down one. Dunkelwood trying to trade him out. He will successfully take him down. Karma falls to the hands of Ilix. It's a 2-on-2 now with a minute left in the round. Trying to make something happen here. It's you pushing down blue stairs. Fortunately for him, taken down. ISW going to be the one to get a frag. And now Dunkelwood, the last one left, trying to make something happen here. Spots that. Mira takes him out. Now it's up to just him and Ilix. With 50 seconds left, that smoke probably in a pretty good position at the moment. You know, he has 2 smoke waves left. He is in a 1v1. He knows that the opponent is somewhere nearby. And considering the area that they're trying to fight in, really, you know, having that M5 available is going to really help them. Dunkelwood looking for the plant now, knows that he's nearby, probably hears that plant finishing off here. Will stick it, and now it's going to be post-plant, as Dunkelwood, his objective really just changes now. All he has to do is simply hold an angle and wait for just about 28 seconds, really. Something around that, trying to make something happen, knows that Ilix is going to be pushing from the line side, goes around, tries to rotate the opposite side, knows that he's in connector, trying to pick him off. Just sending out some pot shots, really. He's going to now turn again with the M5, trying to finish him off. Low health now, waiting him out, downs him, finishes him off. Now it's just up to him to finish the plant off and finish off a successful round here for Revolve Esports. Good clutch there from the smoke of Ilix, just using that M5 to finish him off and positioning himself well. And unfortunate end there for Dunkelwood. I think he sort of stuck himself in connector. Maybe should have tried to play off of the stairwell, or maybe from blue. But again, it came down to winning gunfights. And I think that was the same thing that it was key in the first round, was that they didn't win their gunfights. Revolve didn't. You know, it didn't really matter how they set up the site. Sure, a sightline led to one death. But it wasn't as though there were major issues in the site that led to them losing the fight. It was just that they didn't win their gunfights. So if they can put up another decent setup, if they can get some more time wasted and some more utility wasted, ideally, from a roam, then I think that they'll be in really good position here. And that last round, you know, even with that, even with what they had, it was just... Simply put, Phoenix won because they won their gunfights. Sure, it was good that they decided not to push Snowmobile wall, not to push that main wall that leads outside because of that mirror window, but, you know, it ultimately came down to them, you know, really going against the grain and winning gunfights when they had to push in. Early frag here, kill takes down XY though. Now, a couple of rounds trying to go through, trying to take him out, trying to get a bit of revenge really, but as kill will fall at the hands of you. And this sort of run and gun mentality we're almost seeing here from the attacking team is paying off for the most part. Duncan will going to get another frag here for his team, and they're just going to continue to push forward. Nothing's stopping them at this point. Revolve is just seemingly impotent at the moment. You know, they're bleeding players. Whenever they do roam, they bleed players too early and without enough utility burn, and then when they don't roam, they lose the areas around the objective too quickly. Dunkova gets another kill now, trying to take another. He'll down Alex because of just poor strategy in terms of how he threw that. You finished him off. Ramoy will get another pick, and up to just the Jaeger to try and win this round here. Dunkova looking for a plant now. He'll get it stuck down. And even worse situation than the last round for Ilix. Now the Jaeger up to try and crush this. In the hot seat now with about 30 seconds left to get onto the diffuser and get that diffuse down. Obviously, Karma going to make it a bit harder here. And sort of a crossfire set by Dunkawa, set by the Nomad. Proves effective here, and this is seeming iffy. Obviously, we're early on in the match, so there's still plenty of time. But clearly, there's issues with the execution for Revolve, as you know, they're doing a fine setup. It's not as though they're making mistakes there. They're making mistakes when it comes to actually executing. Sure, it's nice to get that Finko kill really early, but you can't immediately lose that man advantage, especially if the person to die is your Wamai, a person an operator that you want to keep alive, because he generates overtime over the round. He gets more magnets. He can deny more throwables. You know, keeping him alive should be a priority once he gets that aggressive play, once he gets that man advantage. And then the roam just collapses with very little pressure. It's strange, at least. As you can see, the defending team, Revolve, going to continue to just try their luck here. They'll go to
10 seconds to insertion.
oh my, the best roaming of
5 seconds to go.
so
Attackers must locate and defuse a bomb. Attackers have located a bomb. Shield going up.
Ugh. Anyways, trying their luck now on Barn Gaming. Let's see how this goes. It's a very meta setup. Nothing wrong with that, as it's really focused on making it clear what's what's theirs and what's not theirs. Strangely enough, they don't have any real. They have one reinforcement off-site to help this vertical hold here. There's no ADSs. There's this strange shield, and there's one Banshee. They have 3 reinforcements just sitting around doing nothing. I'm confused by their lack of usage of utility. There's probably a better way to put that, but you know. On 4, Karma takes down Ilex, as Yu has died, so they will lose that very important vertical player. And with no Hibana, it's going to be even harder for them to really get anything vertically set up. You know, they've used all of their breach charges. They do admittedly have a secondary shotgun with Bless, but if they want to play one of those hard hatches, they will have to use almost all of the ace utility in order to get that open. And because of that, almost miffed. And immediately turned around. Darkcaster takes down XY. Bramoy also dead here. Gonna make it tougher now. As Dunko gets a second kill on the round. Trying to continue this push, really. Trying to continue to make an effect on the round, really. SW here holding down this mirror window. Really gonna be key player late in this round. That strange mirror window in bar isn't gonna do much. But Kill trying to play it. It appears Dunko was able to punish him for that. Bless. Karma, Dunkoa just closing in here, circling like sharks, and Dunkoa cashes in on another round here for Team Phoenix.
Attackers need to locate and defuse bombs. Attackers have discovered the location of a bomb. 10 seconds left. 5 seconds left. Attackers are heading out to defuse a bomb.
Sorry, I'm out here trying to multitask. Yu picks off one there. Minute in, it's gonna sort of stymie the momentum that they have is you will get a second kill now. He's just going to continue to profit, clearing out this roam here single-handedly, strangely enough. And they're not able to do anything to stop it, which is really unfortunate for them. Not able to get much happening. As you can see now that sledge there. You can continue to play vertical here, continue to try and press his luck, really. As Bless, accompanied by Dung, trying to push forward here, trying to keep the momentum going. Smoke Babe goes out now as that surge comes in. Going to be a bad combination. Vermoy completely unaware. Traded actually by Ilnix, who gets a quick double kill as well to Dunkawa. And that blue play is just shut down completely by that smoke there. Ilnix continuing to be an impact player now. Top fragging for his team. You playing above here, trying to push down, trying to combine with XY, combine his efforts into potentially a fruitful push, really. Has yet to see anything happen. As the two SAS defenders, Illich taken down by you, 3K from the sledge. Dark's the last one left here, trying to make something happen. With 40 seconds left in the round, I don't know if you realize his XY is on the objective. He's going to be playing blue. He hears that plant go down. Sledge there, you holding the angle. Lowers him a bit as XY is just going to stick the plant completely uninterfered. So, as you can see, he's going to now rotate around, try and find this diffuser, try and get that diffuse down. As XY is just going to pull back a bit, hold a long angle, wait it out. Dark swings around, gets a double kill, looking for the third potentially. Use on the opposite side of the map. I don't know if he realizes it, but Dark's going for the diffuse here. I think hearing it, he's now going to inch forward. Dark needs to stick it, and he will, and that'll be the round. A misplay, really, by you, costing them dearly there. That is very unfortunate, to say the least. And now, despite what has at times seemed perilous for the defending team, they are eyeing a 3-3 split at half.
Attackers need to locate and defuse bombs.
We are not protected.
Attackers have located a bomb.
Reservoir going up. Camera ready to activate.
Alright.
10 seconds left.
Now, this final round, strangely enough, I should have used this sooner, is on Dining and Kitchen. Now, before this map was reworked, over a year ago now, before this map was reworked, Kitchen and Trophy was the strongest site. Undisputably. Teams would love to go there, they would almost always win when they defended that objective. Now, this site, Kitchen and Dining, is just painful for the defense. Very few teams play it. Very few teams know how to play it. It's a very tough site because of all the ways that it can be really picked apart. So it's strange to see this play here by the defending team. And again, they're going to be looking to roam here, having spread their roam out across everywhere the attack isn't. I don't know why they would be in basement right now. And I don't really know why they would be on that side of the top floor a minute in. As you can see, just a very standard push here on that solar side. Likely going to look to take vertical and then push in. Most teams will look for that first. Bless takes a bit of damage there on well-placed Nitro by Dark. Almost taking him out, though. Yeah, Hibana finally played here for vertical. It's going to really allow them to get whatever they need open on that hatch. Reach charge as well from the Hibana. Karma takes him out. Headshot. Does obviously lose almost more than half of his health, actually. The gunfight. Let's will get another one, and this just is turning into a bit of a slaughtering this round. It seems to alternate between one team handing punishment to the other, and vice versa. Bless gonna swing down Solar Stairs, taken down there by Ilix, just spotted and picked off very quickly. Man advantage still, however, in favor of Team Phoenix here. Ilix losing almost all of his health there. I believe a frag from Dunkawa brought him down to around 20 to 30. As U above just continues to really raise the floor, trying to find somebody, trying to find an angle here to hold to potentially pick someone off. It's gonna open up the door for them to potentially get a wall open at this point. But with such a little time, I don't think that's really going to be an option for them. They need to get an execute now. Which is strange because majority of players here are off-site with a site hatch open. Dunkawa will fall as XY picks one off here. They have sight now. Karma's still alive. He's looking for a plant now. One of them can get back on vertical and pick him off. That would be the end of the round, really. Just take one out. Karma looking for the plant now. Needs to stick it. Yu takes down one. Kill dead now, as that'll be a drop, and Ilix well placed. He'll just spot the Hibana and kill him as he has to stick the plant. Bit of poor protection and a smart play from the Jaeger. But risky. Paying off. We have seen it all. We have seen rounds won by getting kills. We've seen defuses. We've seen round one by running out of time. We've seen a wide range of things in this matchup so far. And it's back to 3-3. These teams are back where they started. It is, in essence, a ranked match remaining. Obviously, there will not be a switch after 3 rounds. But that is the length that remains. It's the first team to win 4 rounds. Looking at the scoreboard, 7-3-4-3-2, 6-4-2-2, and Dunkawood, real shining star, real very effective and important player for his team with double digits, 13 kills over 6 rounds, which means that on average, Dunkawood gets 2 kills every round. If you can get 2 kills every round, if you can take out nearly half the opposing team every round, first of all, very impressive. Well done. Very nice. Second of all, how is your team not at a round advantage at this point? How are they not at, 4-2, 5-1, any of that? How are you in that position if you have a player that is averaging 2 kills, more than 2 kills per round? I'm just posing that question. He has the same number of kills as the top frag, the second frag, and one of the players with 3 kills combined. Or almost as many kills as that. So he's doing the lion's share of the work here for his team. So if Revolve is able to take him out to get him down, then they should be in a very good position. So you can see he's gonna send out one of those Kiba barriers. Newest operator Azami able to really lock off some breach points with what is essentially a more flexible version of Castle. It can go a lot more places, it can do a lot more things than Castle. It's a lot less durable though. Obviously only dies to 3 knives. 3 melees, my apologies. But it does have, let's say, slightly more of it. Kill will fall there. Early kill now from... Opening kill, rather, not necessarily early from Dunn, but still going to be really important as he's now taking out a lot of active utility with that Nomad. Really going to help them to keep their skin in the game, really, as not having that flank watch is going to be really painful here for the attacking team. And the other thing is that it's not going to really feed a lot into the defending team as it's coming halfway through the round. So they only have to go through half this round in a 5-on-4. Revolve does now a 5-on-3. Blast will get another kill here. That ace taken down. Admittedly, he did get that office wall open, but still not much more that he was able to do as U falls there at the hands of ISW. And the Thunderbird, unfortunately, unable to really produce anything fruitful in terms of frags for his team this round. So you can see now that Fink ISW going to push in here. Spotting that castle of Bless, actually crossfired with him as well as XY, gonna now surge, gets himself back up, trying to take out that castle. Unfortunately, Potatoes, Bless will punish him for that mistake. Traded out now. Darkcaster gets a quick double kill as well as onto Dunkel with a Azami now falling. Karma and XY, the last two left. Gonna try and make something work here. They have 20 seconds that they have to waste. Karma has 2 smokes left. So they could very well deny a plant here. They know where Darkcaster is planting. He's going to now just look to stick it. Darkcaster has to plant through the smoke. He's going to take a lot of damage off of it, but does get it stuck down. That's why the last one left here in a post-plant situation, trying to take down Vermoy there. Now crossfired, and those two just line him up like a Christmas tree. That'll be the end of the round for Team Phoenix, who will unfortunately go down now 4-3. And I'm gonna check, I could be wrong, but I believe this is the first time that Revolve has had a lead here. They have always either been tied or been losing to Team Phoenix, so it's a sort of shift now. I think this is a stronger side. I think Phoenix is stronger, or my apologies. I think that Revolve is stronger on attack than on defense on this map, at least. They had a really good round there. I think that it could have been better. They really brute forced it, going against that Azami in the library side without any pressure on library, without any real chance to flank the Azami there, which they very much could have. I don't think that there's anybody backing him up really. They missed that opportunity, and I think that it could have made their round a bit easier. Not having to deal with that head on, not having to deal with all that utility. But sort of a missed opportunity for them, possibly.
10 seconds remaining. Bomb located by attackers.
So you can see now, same site here. Change in strategy though, is they will continue to have this odd rotate and reinforcements, but they don't have any real setup there. I mean, sure, Dunko has these frost mats that he's gonna set down, and he might be the person that plays there, but they don't yet really have that set up exactly. I think they're still trying to get that figured out, which is not great if they're 30 seconds into the round. At this point they need to be ready for whatever is thrown at them by Revolve, but Revolve is really not a very quick strike team, to say the least. They like to run rounds late into the time remaining, look for something last second, which is really playing with fire. We're no longer in the 20-second meta where you would see that a lot, and that was, back when we were in the 20-second meta, that was sort of forced, but we're not in that situation anymore. So I don't understand why teams will sort of shoehorn themselves into really relying on the last 20 seconds to be super chaotic and to get something to happen. So That's going to be pulling on this bathroom side, and he's going to potentially be a real key player here. As you can see, Bramoy trying to clear from below. As Bless will pick off ISW, stops, at least for now, the push with a pretty big frag, and a late opening pick, actually countered by Ilix taking down you. As you can see now, he's going to take down that prox alarm, potentially help them here. Sound, a very important aspect here, does actually alert them to the fact that Killix takes down one, traded out by Bless. Actually, Dunker will get another here. Man advantage will fall in favor. Now, heavily in favor as a quick 3K now. Just a 1-2 punch really from Dunkawa. And in addition to that earlier kill that he had gotten, just able to clean up the round there, but truly, you know, when it came down to brass tacks there for Revolve, they went with a very one-dimensional push. They did not look for vertical, they did not pressure bedroom or piano or bathroom. They just pushed solar, and because of the fact that they didn't have Nomad set up, and that they didn't win gunfights, or that they didn't really push in more than one dimension, they allowed a real anchor, figurative anchor, to be set up by Team Phoenix in bathroom. That allowed them to swing out and get those frags, because they had put themselves into a crossfire between the bathroom door and the breach that they made on solar, and they had to pay for it. And they paid for it by losing that round and losing the round advantage that they had. And again, we're sort of hurtling towards these final few rounds, hurtling towards overtime, where these teams have to try and figure out how to best each other, really, as it's so far seemed to be a rather even match.
10 seconds remaining.
Neither of them able to edge out the other team. One of them has to, however, emerge as a victor. One of them has to make a breakaway. And that breakaway has to happen soon.
Attacker's objective is to defuse the bomb.
Starting shot drone. Deploying ADS. Special charge. Stay clear.
Now, Kill takes down Dunkawa early here. Definka able to pick off that Jaeger, pick off the very key player now. Dunka has 17 kills. Again, averaging about 2 kills every single round. Picking off somebody that's gonna eliminate half of your team on basically every single round, you know, killing that impactful of a player is going to very much help them. Because the remaining players for Team Phoenix have a combined, what, 18 kills? So 4 players. The rest of the roster has just about as many kills as Dunkawa. Truly an impact player here. As you can see, Darkcaster trying to get that wall open. Karma will fall there. This is XY actually trading him out, but still the man advantage persists. That snowmobile wall being open, even though nobody's playing it, I think that it's certainly keeping Bless on edge. Here he's very clearly afraid that somebody is watching it and looking to pick him off. This is really gonna sort of help them in terms of a mental game. You trying to get a long-range flank now. XY will get a second kill. Actually neutralizing Darkcaster, neutralizing that man advantage as well, but they did get that trench wall open there into Wine. So you're going to try and complete his flank here, trying to get something to happen. Really does impact to remove that Nomad. Sends out a second one for some reason. Nobody's pushing him. They know that he's around. I think that Alex is getting ready to potentially clear him. Now spotting him, trying to pick him off, will get the kill, and the man advantage once again returns to, with 50 seconds remaining. Now Revolve, who are trying to finish this round off. They need to do something here. Maybe it would be best to have Ilix rotate around now that he's, you know, away, and I think that's what they're having him do. He's going to now pressure from blue, which I think is wise, because there's a lot of ways onto the objective now. with both of those walls open, with both that wine wall and the this snowmobile wall open, they have a lot of ways to pressure the objective. They need to make the best of that. 1-on-3 now. XY, the last one left after Illings will get a second kill. Traded out, actually, by the Bandit, who has a third kill here. 15 seconds left, and execute needs to happen very quickly here. Kill with a kill killed, actually, by the Bandit. Quad kill from him. Swung across, and Ramoy stops the ace from the Bandit. Wins a round here for Revolve. A risky round there for Revolve. I think early on, I believe it was Kill, might have been somebody else, got on the objective, I believe, and died with the diffuser in sight, so they couldn't get a plant down. They would have to that, or they had somebody die a ways away with the diffuser. They never picked it back up, so they had to go for the kills there, and that's why it came down to that 1v1, really. That's why we saw a frenetic pace, really, at the end from the Finca and from Bramoy. And, you know, obviously some risks were taken by the defending team. Having that player flank was ultimately a mistake. It cost them manpower. It put their site at risk, potentially, and they didn't get anything off of it.
Bomb located by attackers. Seconds to go. 5 seconds remaining.
And I forgot to mention, but round 10 is generally a
Attacker's objective is to defuse.
a landmark round. In that, the team that wins this, a 5-4, if Darkcaster and the rest of Revolve win this, they go to 6-4. They have guaranteed overtime for themselves. They have 2 shots at winning it before they go off to overtime. If, however, we see some come back and we start seeing rounds being traded here by Karma, by Dunkoa, by the rest of Phoenix, we go to 5-5 on round 11, and the team that wins from there will have 1 shot at match point. They will have guaranteed overtime for themselves. They will have pretty good positioning, but it will really come down to the wire in that case. So you can see now the fuse of Bloodshot trying to make his way onto the objective. Does get it right on the inches of the wall there. Karma gonna try and stop this push, really. Does have, oddly enough, one jammer in his pocket. Same with Dunko, who has an ADS sitting around. I don't know for what. You can see now, traded out, Bloodshot and Karma. Don't know who exactly benefits from that as a stim will go out. Illick's able to res himself. Ramoy falls here at the hands of Dunkawa. And again, this Jaeger going to continue to be an issue, really. Air jab, he'll actually pick off Illick, surprisingly enough. Double kill, looking for a third potentially. He'll flank around. Apparently that Nomad wasn't enough of a warning. He'll make a third on the round here. A 20 bomb from Dunkawa. Darkcaster, the last one left, he will pick off that Jaeger. Now knows that another one's down, so essentially a 2-on-1 here. With about half the round remaining, he does have time. He has opportunities here. Oddly enough, a Maestro no. Okay, I thought that was a Maestro. It's actually a Kona Station, and it was wise for them to put that utility up there. ADSs, castle barricades, and such, as long as it's placed well enough. But I think that it was sort of fumbled a bit. Something could have been used better, and the other part of it is just that, those players died pretty early. It was chaotic. And ultimately, surprisingly enough, it ended up going the way of the defending team. What league is this? This is not a league. If I don't put a league in the name, it's not for a league. Double kill there from Darkcaster, traded out by XY, and that's the end of the round. Just lying in wait, able to hear him and pick him off the swing. All he had to do was just hold down R2 and That's the round. Doug's about to get poached. He's dropping 20 right now. Congrats to Ilix as well on hitting 10 kills. But still, it's it's tough here for the defending team who's looking to make a comeback. I mean, they're now trading rounds off, and if they can continue to trade rounds, I think that it will end up favoring ultimately by 1 round. It would favor the defending team because that's who started the process. The currently attacking team, actually. My apologies. Formerly defending. It would favor Revolve. Could be wrong, though. And, you know, it's going to really come down to which team wants him, and which team knows how to play these sites, how to attack these objectives, which team can win these gunfights. Because clearly there needs to be a step up from everybody involved. Beyond the 2 top frags. Beyond Ilix and Dunko. Dunko has 20 kills. He is doing great. He is averaging 2 kills every round. He is taking out half of on average he is taking out almost half of Revolve. They need to stop him, ideally. And for Team Phoenix, they need to do more. You can't have one guy out-fragging your whole team, almost. You know, you can't really have that. Because if that player dies, or if they start to, you know, get the foot off the gas, if something happens, then you might be in trouble. But there's clearly something that needs to happen here, particularly for Revolve, but for Revolve and Phoenix, that involves them having guys stepping up. I don't know what Bloodshot's trying to do here. I think he was about to fuse charge the Cuba barrier from 20 feet away. On 4, Dunko takes down Bloodshot. But immediately XY picked off, and really just gonna have to try and hold down the line again, getting 2 kills, and now just calling it there. He'll actually push back, wait this out. I don't know if that was the right choice, as Kill just takes him out completely unaware. And the other part of the problem, before I watched him get shot right in the back by the Finka, is that he was isolated. He got his 2 kills, which is great, and then he just ran away. I don't know if that was part of the plan, but he's not doing anything else by just running away and putting walls in between him and the rest of the team. Now it's 3-on-3 with about a minute left. The attacking team needs to start thinking about getting an execute down. They need to, you know, finish dotting their I's and crossing their T's. As U falls, Kill gonna get another kill here. He's continuing to put pressure on the objective in this very important round. I don't know if they realized it. Karma here in gaming pushed out of that mirror window, which I believe has been popped actually. The Twitch really important, really valuable now. 1-on-2. Bramoy picks off Bless after he actually picks off Kill there. Trade now. It's up to just Karma. And without that mirror window, it's not looking so hot for him. He's gonna now just get forced into the corner and easily wiped out by Darkcaster. Match point now for Revolve. I don't know exactly what's happening. I was just told to pause. I'm assuming it's a tactical timeout. Hi Caleb. I don't know any of them either really. I guess I don't know. They just told me to pause, and none of them are leaving, so I don't think that it's somebody needed to reset their app. I think they just wanted a tactical timeout. No, here comes the ego. That's funny. It's not a league, Caleb. I think I've told you this before. If I don't name a league in the name, then it's not for a league.
Attackers need to locate and defuse as many bombs as they can.
You should know this, Caleb.
Deploying mobile
You've
cover.
watched enough of my streams.
Attackers have located a bomb.
Reload!
Attackers have discovered the location of a bomb.
You got grenades now. Surya's powered up.
10 seconds left.
Swapping mag. Surya!
5 seconds left before insertion.
There's a gate.
Attackers are moving to defuse a bomb.
Razor wire deployed.
Well, this Duncan is definitely punching the air right now. I mean, they've just... I think that it's interesting that the tables have turned here. For a bit there, it was the story of Bloodshot and Darkcaster and the rest of Revolve trying to catch up, trying to get back into the game, and then whenever they would try and approach, they would be pushed back. And now that they're on attack, you know, it's now the defense here that is in that position, that is trying to keep their hopes alive. And I never really finished talking about the bans, but I think that the bans have contributed to that, you know? Despite the fact that the Maverick and the Mute are both, the Thatcher are both gone, it's not really phased them. I think that it's more that these teams don't really know how to play around that, how to take advantage, really. And I think that a key way to take advantage is by bringing both Mozzie and Mute. Dunkel gets a kill there. And, you know, if you can... Because those two are great at getting rid of drones. If you can force a team to... As Darkcaster gets frost-matted, I don't know if they realize. You know, if you can force a team to face check, it is a lot harder for them to win gunfights. If they're getting face check. Nitro goes out. Bit of overkill, I think. I don't know exactly. I don't know if Karma's watching that. I think he is. I think he's just... I mean, he has a Nitro here on the... And he has to pay for it. He'll finish off Darkcaster, who is down there, and gets traded up by Ilix. So, you know, that was a bit of a misplay there. Certainly could have done better. I think they're now trying to... I don't think they realize that's a dead Nitro. None of the remaining players here for the defending team can even run a Nitro. So that's... I mean, that's... And another person gets matted. Now, 2 of the 3 mats have been triggered, I believe. So this is... it's just paying attention. You know there's a frost after one guy gets matted. How are you not going to pay attention to the second time? 40 seconds left, low time remaining. They need to make something happen here. They still obviously have, you know, an opportunity here. About to start speaking gibberish. I'm gonna turn into one of the Looney Tunes. With 30 seconds left, you know, they have to have something work. But it's... If not, they're going to be going to overtime. They have to make it happen now. They don't have a man advantage. They don't have a ton of sight. They don't even have sight control. They don't have a ton of map control, really. Moy will pick off one. They're all going to rush in now. And Remoy gets a 3K on the round. It's up to Just Bless here. Will pick off one. Illick's looking to stick the plant. He'll be able to. That Council Barricade really working against him. He's actually safely able to get that plant down. Illick picks him off. That's the game. The Twitch of Revolve. Illick gets the plant, secures his team a chance and then a round themselves as they will get the win here. 7-5 on Chalet. 24-8, 10-10, 6-9, 7-10, 3-8, 12-9, 8-9, 12-9, 7-11, and then finally 6-12. 24-8, a 3.0 KD, and they still lose. GG's.
GG's, boys. GG's. Well played. GG's. GG do uma kawa.
GG.